Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So in today's class, we are going to start multiple choice questions from the chapter measurement. Coming to the level 1 questions, find the one that is paired correctly. We are having 4 options here, A, B, C and D. If you look at the first option, 1 centimeter is equal to 1 millimeter. No, this is wrong. Coming to option B, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Yes, we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So option B is correct. And coming to option C and D, they are not correct, children. See, here 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, but it is given as 10 centimeters. And 10 meters is equal to how much? 10 into 100, that is equal to 1000 centimeters, but it is given as 100 centimeters. So the only correct pair here is option B, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Next question 2. How many meters are there in 7 kilometers? We know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Then 7 kilometers is equal to how much? 7 into 1000 meters. That is equal to 7000 meters. So how many meters are there in 7 kilometers, children? 7000 meters. That is option D. Next question 3. Find the missing number. 2875 grams minus, this is a number is missing here, minus 2 kg 750 grams. Now while adding, subtracting or multiplying and dividing, children, both the numbers should be in the same units of measurement. See, here it is given in grams, but for the second term we are having both kgs and grams. So first let us convert our 2 kgs 750 grams into grams. 2 kgs becomes how much? 2 into 1000 grams plus this 750 grams as it is. So 2 into 1000 is equal to 2000 grams plus 750 grams. When we add these two together, we'll get 2750 grams. So what is the first here? We are having 2875 grams minus, now we got 2750 grams. When we subtract, 5 minus 0, 5. 7 minus 5, 2. 8 minus 7, 1. 2 minus 2, 0. What is our difference here, children? 125 grams. So 125 is our answer. Option B. Question 4. A milkman sold 25 liters. This is L. Okay, L for liters, right? 25 liters, 650 milliliters of milk in the morning and 22 liters, 860 milliliters in the evening. Now how much did he sell altogether? How to find out? We have to add these two together. Yes, we have to add both the quantities. First we have 25 liters, 25 liters, and in milliliters column we will write 650. For second we are having 22 liters and 860 milliliters. We have to add them, children. 0 plus 0, 0. 6 plus 5, 11. 1 carry. 5 here, 1 carried. 1 plus 5, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. 2 plus 2, 4. So 48 is liters. Yes, 48 we got by adding the numbers in the liters column. 48 liters. Then we have 510. 510 how did we get? We got by adding the numbers in the milliliters column. So it would be 510 milliliters. 48 liters, 510 milliliters. That is option A. So our milkman has sold 48 liters, 510 milliliters of milk altogether. Question 5. A shopkeeper has 46 kilograms, 750 grams of rice in his stock. He sells 28 kilograms, 850 grams of rice. Now how much rice is left? Again, we have to find out how much is left. Whenever we have to find out how much is left, what will we do? Yes, we will subtract. We have to subtract these two. 46 kilograms 750 grams minus 28 kilograms and 850 grams. 0 0 7 minus 8 is not possible. Borrowing. 17 minus 8 9. 5 minus 8 is not possible. Borrowing. 15 minus 8 7. And then 3 minus 2 1. So yes, 17 is from the kgs column. So 17 kgs. 900 is from the grams. So 17 kgs 900 grams of rice is left with our shopkeeper. That is option A. Question 6. 12 bags contain 996 kilograms of cement. Find the quantity of cement in one bag. This 996 kilograms is the total quantity of cement in 12 bags. Yes or no? Yes. But we have to find out how much cement is there in a single bag. For that we need to divide. Yes, the total quantity divided by the total number of bags. So upon dividing, what will we get, children? We have 12 8s are 96. When we subtract, 3 is remaining. 6 brought down. We have 12 is remaining. So what is our answer? 83. The quotient will be our answer. 83 kilograms. Option B. In each bag there is 83 kilograms of cement. Question 7. What is 1 kilometer less? What is 1 kilometer less by 200 meters? What is 1 kilometer? 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Now this 1000 meters less by 200. This 1000 meters less means we have to subtract 200. When we subtract 0 0 0 minus 2 not possible. Borrowing. 10 minus 2 8 and 0. 800 meters. So 1 kilometers less by 200 meters, that is we are subtracting 200 meters from our 1 kilometer, is equal to how much, children? 800 meters. That is option C. Question 8. The quantity of water in vessels P and Q are marked in milliliters as shown. If the waters in the vessels P and Q is completely poured into a third vessel R, how many liters of water will there be in vessel R? What are they saying here? In vessel P we are having some water, and even in vessel Q we are having some water. Now these two water combinedly, if I pour into vessel R, how much water will be there in vessel R? How to find out, children? Yes, we need to add these two together. We need to add these two together. We need to add the water in vessel P and vessel Q together, because we are combining these two waters and pouring into a new container. So we have to add. How much water is there in vessel Q? See, it is till this line. What is this line here? 250 ml. So 250 ml plus in vessel P, water is till this line. What is this line reading? It is read as 20 milliliters. So 250 ml plus 20 ml is equal to 270 ml. Yes, milliliters. Now in the options, all the options are in liters. Yes or no, children? Yes. Now how to convert these milliliters into liters? 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. Okay, 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. We are converting milliliters into liters. A smaller unit is being converted into a larger unit. That means we have to divide. Yes, we have to divide our 270 milliliters by how much? By this 1000. By this 1000. Do you remember conversion of fractions into decimals, children? Yes, here 1000 is a friendly denominator. How do we convert this fraction into a decimal? First count the number of digits in the denominator. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We are having 4 digits. Excuse me. We are having 4 digits here. We'll write the numerator also as a 4-digit number. 270. These 3 digits are already there. Fourth digit is missing, so we'll place 0 over there. Now for the decimal point, we are having 3 zeros in the denominator. We are having 3 zeros in the denominator. So after counting 1, 2, 3 digits from the right, after counting 3 digits from the right, we'll place our decimal point. So 0.270 liters. The answer becomes 0.270 liters, or nothing but 0.27 liters. Here we can eliminate this 0. Clear, children? Our actual answer was 270 milliliters, but the given options are in terms of liters. So we have to convert our milliliters into liters. Now what is the rule for this milliliter and liter? 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. Here we are converting milliliters into liters. Milliliters is smaller. Yes, a smaller unit is being converted into a larger unit. So we are dividing our milliliters by how much? By 1000. So upon dividing, we got 0.27 liters. So that will be our answer. Option A, 0.27 liters. Question 9. In how many different ways can we combine the weights shown in the following figure to get 2 kgs? So what should we do, children? Here we are having a few weights. Yes, the weights are given and we have to combine these weights together so that we will get 2 kgs. See, 500 plus 500 grams is equal to, we have learned, right? 500 plus 500 grams is equal to 1000 grams. Now 1000 grams is equal to 1 kg. So this combinedly will have 1 kg, and here we are having another kg. So 1 kg plus 1 kg is equal to 2 kg. Yes, this is our one way. We have to find out in how many ways can we get 2 kgs. This is one way. What was one way? 1 kg plus 500 grams plus 500 grams. Now coming to the second way, how can we get, children? See, this 500 plus 500, 1 kg plus 500, 1 kg plus 500 grams plus, what is another way here? Instead of this single 500 grams, we can take 250 plus 250. When we add these two, we'll again get 500 grams. So instead of 500 grams, we are taking 250 grams. So 1 kg plus 500 plus 250 plus 250 is again equal to our 2 kgs. This is our way 2. Now coming to the third way. What is the third way? Instead of, first we'll take 1 kg plus 500 grams. We have to use the weights only once, children. Okay, plus 500 grams plus 250 grams. Then for the other 250, what will we do is, we'll take these weights together. We'll take these weights together. What is it? 100 plus 100, 200. 200 plus 50 is again equal to 250 grams. Now this combinedly we will get 1 kg and another kg we already have. So 1 kg plus 1 kg is again equal to our 2 kgs. So these are the 3 ways in which we can get 2 kgs. What is it? First one is simple, 1 kg plus 500 grams plus 500 grams. That is the first way. For the second way, what did we do, children? For the second way, instead of plus 500, so instead of this 500, what did we take? We took 250 grams. Instead of 1 500, we took 250 grams. Now for the third way, what did we do? 1 kg plus 500 grams plus 250 grams. Instead of 250 grams, we took this 100 grams plus 100 grams plus 50 grams. Yes, so in these three ways, when we take these three totals, the totals of these three weights, then we get our total figure as 2 kgs. So how many ways do we have, children? So that we'll get 2 kgs, we can combine the weights in 3 ways. So option B, 3 becomes our correct answer. Coming to question 10, identify the difference between the weights of the two beakers. It's a very simple. Difference means what? They've clearly mentioned difference. Difference means we need to subtract. What are the weights here of the two beakers? This is called as a beaker. Okay. One is 50 grams and the other is 250 grams. So what will be the difference? We need to subtract 250 grams minus 50 grams. 002. So what is the difference here, children? 200 grams. The unit of measurement is also important. See, in one we are having 200 grams and in option C we are having 200 liters. Which is the correct one now? Option B, we have to go for grams, because the weights here of both the beakers are given in grams, so their difference will also be in grams. It will not be in liters. Option B, 200 grams is the correct answer, children. Question 11. Observe the given figure. What is the appropriate mass of our watermelon here? What is this? We are having a watermelon placed and we have to find out the appropriate mass of the watermelon. See, if we observe carefully here, these are the, can you see this, children? Sub kg is written. What is written? Kg is written. Kg is written, right? And how many kgs is it showing? It is showing between 2 and 3 kgs. The kg hand is showing between 2 and 3. That means the watermelon is heavier than 2 kgs but lighter than 3 kgs. It is between. The weight of the watermelon is 2 kg something. And again, if you look at the hand, it is almost near the half. Can you see this small line here, children? Between 2 and 3 we are having another small line. So that means the half. What is the half kg, children? That means it is half. 1 by 2 kg is equal to how much? 500 grams. 1 by 2 kg is equal to 500 grams. Yes. So this line here is nearer to our half kg, that is equal to 500 grams. So what are we concluding? Our weight of the watermelon is 2 kgs something. 2 kgs, and coming to the grams are nearer to 500 grams. The grams are nearer to 500 grams. Now if you look at the given options, all the options are having 2 kgs. So we have to consider the grams now. 20 grams, 40 grams, 200 grams and 400 grams. Out of these, which is the nearest to 400 grams? Which is the nearest to our 500 grams here? It is 400 grams. So option D, 2 kgs 400 grams becomes our correct answer. I hope this is clear. Yes, this line in the middle. Yes, it is the middle. That means it is half a kilo. Half kilo is equal to 500 grams. Our line is near 500 grams. So from the given options, 400 grams is the nearest weight. So the weight of our watermelon becomes 2 kgs 400 grams. Question 12. The given figure shows the capacity of shows the volume of a water container. The capacity of the container is 5 liters. Now how much more water is needed to fill the container up to its brim? What are they saying? This container here can hold up to 5 liters of water. But how much water is actually there in it? We are having only 2 liters and 78 milliliters. 2 liters and 78 milliliters. So you are able to see this empty space, right? Yes. So how much more water is needed to fill this container up to its brim? Brim means this, children, that is the to the top, till the top. Okay, so how much more water should we pour? How can we find out? The total capacity minus the actual volume of water in the container. 5 liters is the total capacity minus what is the volume of the container, volume of water in the container. It is 2 liters 78 milliliters. Yes, see, it is in liters and milliliters. So what we'll do is we'll convert the entire thing into milliliters. 5 liters is equal to 5 into 1000 milliliters minus 2 liters is equal to 2 into 1000 milliliters plus 78 milliliters. Yes, we have already discussed 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. Here liters are converted into milliliters. Larger unit into a smaller unit. So we are multiplying. 5 into 1000, 5000 milliliters minus 2 into 1000, 2000 milliliters plus 78 milliliters. So this 5000 as it is minus 2000 plus 78 is equal to 2078 milliliters. Now both the terms are in milliliters, so we can subtract. 0 minus 8 is not possible. Borrowing 10 minus 2, 10 minus 8 2, 9 minus 7 2, 9 minus 0 9 and 4 minus 2 2. Is this clear, children? 2922. What is the difference? 2922 milliliters. 2922 milliliters. So that is our option C. 2 liters and 922 milliliters. This is 9. Yes. Yes. One. If you want, what is this? It is expressed in terms of liters. Yes, we have to convert this milliliters into liters, means we have to divide by 1000. When we divide, we have 1000 twos are 2000. When we subtract, 922 is our remainder. The quotient becomes liters, 2 liters, and the remainder will be our milliliters. 2 liters, 922 milliliters. Now when you pour this amount of water in this container, the container will be filled up to the brim. Question 13. Anu bought 8 kgs 360 grams of groundnuts and packed them equally into 4 bags. Now what was the mass of nuts in each bag? It is easy, right? This total quantity has to be divided into 4. That means the total quantity divided by 4. 8 kg 360 grams. First we have to convert this entirely into grams. 8 kgs, 8 into 1000 grams plus our 360 grams, that is equal to 8000 grams plus 360 grams. When we add these two together, the answer would be 8360 grams, children. Yes. Now what is this? This total quantity is divided into 4 bags. So we have to divide by 4. 4 2s are 8. When we subtract, 0 is remaining. 3 brought down. 4 zeros are 0. 3 is remaining. 6 brought down. 4 9s are 36. When we subtract, 0 is remaining. Again 0 brought down. So we have to write a 0 on the top. What is left with us? 2090. What is this 2090? The total quantity was in grams. So this will also be in grams. 2090 grams is the amount of groundnut in each bag. Yes, in total we had 8 kgs 360 grams, which was divided into 4 bags. So in each bag we are having how much, children? 2090 grams. 2090 grams of groundnut. But in the options we have to give the answer in kilograms. So we have to divide our grams by how much? 1000. Yes, why 1000? because 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. 1000 twos are 2000. When we subtract, 90 is remaining. So the quotient 2 becomes kgs and the remainder 90 becomes grams. 2 kgs 90 grams is our weight of groundnuts in each bag, children. I hope this is clear. What is the answer? Option C, 2 kgs 90 grams. Question 14. How many meters are there in the sum of 5 kilometer and 4 kilometers 623 meters? The sum. So first let us find out the sum. 5 kilometers, 4 kilometers and 623 meters. When we add the meters, for 5 kilometers there are 0 meters. So 623 meters as it is. When we come to kilometers, 4 plus 5 is equal to 9 kilometers. So what is the sum here, children? 9 kilometers, 623 meters. In total we have to find out the number of meters. That means we have to convert this entire sum into meters. 9 kilometers, 623 meters. Now this 9 kilometers, 9 into 1000 meters plus 623 is already in meters. So 9 into 1000, 9000 meters plus 623 meters. When we add, 9623 meters. So in the sum of our given two quantities, how many meters do we have, children? We have 9623 meters. That is our option C. Question 15. Mr. X weighs 48.7 kgs and Mr. Y weighs 4.9 kgs less than Mr. X. Now what is the total mass of the two men? What are they saying here? See, the weights of two people are given, Mr. X and Mr. Y. We know the weight of Mr. X. It is 48.7 kgs. And what is the weight of Mr. Y? Is it 4.9 kg? No, it is 4.9 kg less than the weight of Mr. X. So that means we have to subtract 48.7 minus 4.9. We've already learned how to subtract the decimal numbers. Yes, so 7 minus 9 is not possible. Borrowing 17 minus 9 is equal to 6. Yes, children, is it 6? No, it is 8. 17 minus 9 is equal to 8. 7 minus 4, 3 and 4. Point. We have to place the decimal point. Don't forget to place the decimal point. So this is the weight of Mr. Y. What is it? 43.8 kgs. 43.8 kgs. Yes. So what is this, children? Now we have to find out the total mass. It's not tot, it is total. Total mass. How to find the total? We have to add. First, Mr. X weight is 48.7 plus Mr. Y's weight is 43.8. We have just found out Mr. Y's weight. Yes. So when we add 7 plus 8, 15, 1 carried. 8 plus 1, 9. 9 plus 3 is 12, 1 carried again. 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 4, 9. 92. Don't forget to put the decimal point. 92.5 kgs. The given two weights are in kgs. So the sum would also be in kgs. The total mass of Mr. X and Mr. Y is 92.5 kgs. That is,
visit our website www.aimstoday.in for other information regarding online classes, quizzes, live worksheets, DIY activities, English classes and coding. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.